Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. You early birders. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of November 2022, the final day of November 2022, guys. This year, we've got 32 days left in this year. 32 days, all right? Whew, all right. We definitely need a blessing for today. Dear universe, dear creators, dear spirit guides, give us a blessing for this day. Here we go. We get a blessed time. The path is clear, and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you have faced were essential, for there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. Namaste, guys. Listen to this blessing. Bring this one in, guys, because this one is telling you that everything that you have been working for, everything that you have been waiting for is at the door knocking, begging you to let it come in. A blessed time. The path is clear, and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you have faced were essential, for there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. Namaste, namaste, namaste. All right, y'all. Woo! I didn't get a whole lot of questions, so guys, first things first, I'm going to need questions for Friday's show, all right? I am going to need questions for Friday's show, and I will be collaborating sometime in the second week of December with Milu again. So I'm just waiting on the date confirmation from him, but it should be the second week of December, all right? Okay. The first thing I am going to read on. Guys, I was like half asleep last night, and I heard this come across, that the Pentagon, the ones who are in charge of all our military assets, have lost, L-O-S-T, $3 million worth of assets. That's military vehicles, bombs, guns, ammunition. 3 trillion with a T. $3 trillion. That's more than our GDP. The Pentagon is admitting to losing. So, and let's not forget that old traitor Flynn's brother, the other Flynn, is still working, or at least he was still working at the Pentagon. So we had traitors all throughout. How much you want to bet those assets went to countries that we are probably not so friendly with? That those were sold during little backdoor deals. Somebody pocketed all of that money. Moving assets. Moving things around. Okay, so let's see. The Pentagon lost $3 trillion. Tarot, please. Tarot, please tell me. Tell me what you can about the Pentagon losing. I don't even know how to ask this question. Tell me what you can about the Pentagon losing $3 trillion. Okay. Ooh. Cards are upside down. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Guys. All right. So, hold on. Let me look at these cards because this is crazy. Let me get this story so that I can tell it the way that it needs to be told. Okay. All right. Come on. Help me out with this one, universe. First card we get is the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Swords. I'm sorry. Eight of Swords. Tied and bound. Okay? Somebody facing something that may hold them back. Guys, this is always for me, this is my somebody's going to jail card. So the first thing, that this being the first card, is telling me that we are just now hearing about this because the investigation is probably almost over. This is not a new discovery. This is something that is just now being broadcast to us. I told you guys that there were a lot of investigations going on that we were not privy to. I also said that Bill Barr made sure that there were landmines in every department, every state department. There were landmines in. Anything to track money back to 45. Bill Barr made sure that his people were in place to throw smoke grenades, falsify records, or even disappear files. Okay? This is dirty, dirty, dirty work that was going on. $3 trillion is no joke. That is a lot of assets. $3 trillion. Everybody in the United States could live in a 4-bedroom house. Everybody. With $3 trillion that's lost, every single United States citizen could have their own 4-bedroom house, electric car, and a refrigerator full of food because nobody would be poor. $3 trillion. This is no joke. People have been enriching themselves off of our government since the 1980s. And guys, this is when it was broken. I'm being told that in the 1980s, and guys, this is going straight back. This is after Nixon. Nixon started it. Nixon started the criminality. But he just opened the door and showed them how to do it. That is exactly what President Nixon did. He is the blueprint writer for the GOP and what they are doing to society. But the one who really broke it, who started dismantling, selling off our assets piece by piece, was Ronald Reagan. Okay? We have to go back to where this began. Ronald Reagan enriched himself, enriched other countries under the table deals. Remember the Iran-Contra deal? Remember Ollie North? Literally couldn't say nothing because he would lie under oath. And this was the top military man in our military who was selling weapons to our enemies. And this is exactly, guys, I tell you, everything is happening is cyclical, and it will continue to happen like clockwork until we break the cycle. So we are right back where we were in the 80s with Ronald Reagan. We have another, but now somebody's actually pulling the plug and allowing everybody to see the dirtiness of our government. So, yeah, here we go. The second card. We got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. This is the little emperor. Just making sure don't nobody get none of his assets. Just protecting all of those assets. The third card, what is below? We get the Tower. This is a whole lot of people are worried about this. Guys, this is an investigation that is going to touch a whole lot of people over a whole lot of years, okay? $3 trillion just don't up and disappear overnight without a trace. This money has been siphoned off. Not just money, assets. And that's what's more important, because we are outfitting people with the same weapons, the same munitions, the same planes, tanks, jeeps, whatever that we have. Not to mention our AI capabilities. Okay? So, don't think small. when you think of, I mean, that's a huge number, but don't think small as to what went missing. All right. Next card we get is the Six of Pentacles. Somebody was doing, this is money deals. Somebody was, we could say robbing Peter to pay Paul, maybe. No, but let's just say it this way. Somebody was making themselves an asset, making the money flow, giving those who had a little bit less a whole lot more, and those who probably shouldn't have had a whole lot more because they are not our allies. Okay? This is important. Understand, 45 invited the Taliban. Let me say that again in case the people in the back did not hear. 45 invited the Taliban to Camp David over 9/11 weekend. $3 trillion goes missing from the Pentagon. We don't have too many questions to ask. We understand what happened when President Biden extracted us out of Afghanistan. The deal that 45 set up on the timeline that 45 set it up on. Biden had to complete that deal, even though it was not popular, but it was not his deal. But it was made to look like it was his. All of this is being made to look like Biden is the one who mismanaged things. And that was done for cause. And that was done in the event that O'Donnell Boy did not win the election, which he did not. Okay? So let me keep going to these cards because this is an interesting story. So they have sold, siphoned off, given away. They were making money. This was going directly into somebody's pocket. You know, they were making money, okay? Off of all of these shady, underhanded deals. And they made sure that there is not a good accounting of exactly what has gone missing. This is going to be a problem for other countries. This is going to be a problem for other countries. We are not out of the clear of conflict. And now we have no idea of how many people who are not our allies have been outfitted with munitions and other artifices that are used for us. Okay? So, the Pentagon is under a microscope right now. But the thing is, it's going to be, we are going to get to the bottom of this. We are going to find out what happened and some of the who's who are involved in it. And this is going to be another huge court case, whatever, because this is going to deal with court martials. These are military people, military and civilian people. But there are a lot of generals who were involved in this. Generals and high-ranking personnel who had their hands in making things disappear, on falsifying records where servicemen unknowingly were participating in delivering goods and services to those people who are not our allies. Okay, it's all going to come down, guys, and it's going to be huge. And this might be another thing that might actually have to go before Congress for some reason. I don't know why it would have to, but it might have to. But this is going to be huge because there's going to be court martials behind this. All right. The next thing I want to talk about, gonna go over to Mar-A-Lago and talk about 45's post-Thanksgiving meeting with his two besties, Nick Fuentes, the white supremacist Holocaust denier, and Kanye. And Kanye obviously did not read the 42 Laws of Power. Okay? Kanye obviously did not read that book because that is required reading for fascists, okay? That is required reading for fascists. You got to know whose butt to kick and whose butt to kiss. And Kanye got it backwards. He went to Mar-A-Lago, went to his daddy's house and said, "Hey, Daddy, I want to run for president. Would you like to be my vice president?" I guess Kanye did not understand that asking a person who used to be president to be vice president is kind of like asking Prince Roger Nelson to be Britney Spears. It just can't happen. It just can't happen. The two just are not similar, okay? You can't go from the all-powerful to the spare, to the I'm just here, in case this guy dies. You can't do that. For Kanye usurped his daddy. And that's the first rule in the 42 laws of power. Okay? Never usurp the master. Kanye signed his death warrant at Mar-A-Lago on Friday. Whether you want to believe it or not, he did. Okay? And he also, when I saw a little interview that he did, it was just about 3 seconds, where he said that 45 was cussing about Kim, saying bad things. They bleeped the whole thing, so I don't even know what he said. But it must have been pretty bad, because Kanye was like, he said that about the mother of my children. I mean, but he's called her worse, I'm sure. But here we go. Now you're going to see the micro conflicts. Kanye is about to be a man without a nation. His usefulness has run its course. Now that he is actually talking to his daddy and putting that fear of competition directly to his face, Kanye's done. Watch Donnie cut him off. Okay, let's go ahead and throw on this. Will the Donald cut off Kanye for asking him to be his for asking 45 to not run for president and be his vice president? Will 45 cut Kanye off? And guys, and understand this, vice president isn't nothing until the final rounds. So that would mean Donnie would have to drop out of the race. Number one. Hope that Kanye was selected by the GOP to be the nominee for president, and then he could pick his running mate. The Kanye don't even know, and this is what we have to see. He doesn't even understand how our government works. But that is not the point, because it's not about how government works. This is all about how they can break it. This is about how they can seize power and control it. And as funny as this sounds to us, guys, these people are serious. These oligarchs are serious. They want to buy, steal, kill, do whatever they can to get power, to get the presidency, to be the CEO of the freaking United States. Okay? But let's see. Will 45 cut Kanye off for usurping the master? I am so surprised that I did not get a yes as the first card. Oh my goodness, guys. I got a whole no. A whole entire no. 45 is not going to cut him off. No. Guys, we may see a whole different strategy come out of this. Now, 45 is not going to lower himself to vice president. But I guess I was wrong. Kanye has not outlived his usefulness yet. There's still some more stuff coming in. So I think Donnie still needs Kanye to run some interference for him. Now remember, 45 told him, no, you don't run for president. You get all of the people who would vote for you to vote for Donnie. That's what you do. That's how you can help me. All of your following, your cult. You get your cult, mix them with my cult, and we'll have such a big cult that might win. And that's it. It is literally the bringing together of all these cray-crays. And that is what Donnie is going to push. He wants Kanye's Christians to merge with the red hats. Guys, this is all going to come out in the rinse. There's going to be a lot of nastiness. But there's going to be a lot of power moves. A lot of power moves. We're going to see a lot of stuff dealing with some dirty money behind Kanye and Donnie's relationship. So even though Kanye might have upset him by daring to ask him to reduce himself to be second to a black man, I don't think Kanye remembers that he's black. You know, ain't too many black folks gonna put on a White Lives t-shirt after seeing George Floyd murdered with a knee in his neck for what, over 10 minutes? I can't remember the exact time anymore, but I remember watching that and it was forever. So you tell me, when have we ever seen any white person murdered by the police from on camera from positional asphyxiation? Ever? Show me one. And then tell me that Kanye has not forgotten where his roots came from. Okay? So this is going to get nasty. And it's going to be interesting, though. But Donnie is not going to kick Kanye to the curb. I thought he would. I thought he definitely would. But obviously Kanye's still has some usefulness left in him. Okay. My next thing I'm going to talk about is the supply chain, guys. We have been talking about this, and I have been begging you guys to prepare. There is a possible strike that's about to happen with the railroad workers now. And that just adds another monkey wrench into the already messed up thing that's going on here with our supply line. Okay? We've already got the Mississippi River running dry. Barges, the amount of barges that can go up and down that river have been reduced to 1 and 2 and 3. Okay? They can't even pass each other. So it's literally a 1-lane highway down most of that river. Okay? So that's going to interfere with supplies. Now we have the railroad workers are possibly going to strike, which is another. I mean, if it doesn't come on the barges and it doesn't come on the over-the-road truckers, then it comes on trains. And if the trains stop running, shelves are going to become empty very quickly. Again, this is not to scare you. This is stuff that is happening. These are threats that are in our daily. I mean, this could happen tomorrow. Prepare. Do not think that it couldn't happen. And guys, like I told you last week, we are in a perfect storm right now. We have volcanoes erupting. We have large earthquakes hitting North America. Not to mention the rest of the world. Okay? Geldingahar in Iceland may erupt again. And that's on the other side. So, guys, when I told you before about our internet, it starts in Geldingahar and goes all the way around the world to Hawaii. So where all these volcanoes are erupting, there is a possibility that our communications could be interrupted. Again, there's nothing you can do about it if it happens. That's a natural disaster. But you must be prepared on what to do if it does. Because everybody's saying, well, it's not a big deal if the internet goes out. For most sane people, no, it is not a big deal if the internet goes out. However, if you have video game addicted people in your house, if you have cell phone addicted people in your house, people who can't go 30 seconds without tweeting, people who can't go a minute without scrolling through Facebook, people whose heads never lift because they're always looking at their device, the internet going down will be catastrophic for them. It will be like somebody cut off their hands. We need to prepare for this. Okay? People will lose their freaking minds. You need to be talking to people in your life, in your family, to get them to understand that in the event that this happens, that they make a plan. And guys, it's kind of easy. It really is. And you just have to speak those alternatives to them. Most of those people who online game have regular gaming systems. Those work. All you need is electricity. Don't need the internet, okay? Comes on a DVD, little disc. Remind people that those things exist. And as far as tweeting and all of that stuff goes, your phone should still work as a phone. Okay? Because it's digital and analog. And analog has nothing to do with the internet. All right? So remember that. So you can still talk to people. You just might not be able to update your status. But then that's where you need to tell people, maybe it's time for you to start talking to your friends. Sharing information in real time, not through your device. Because people are going to have to develop some new coping skills. Again, not trying to scare you. Y'all need to be prepared for this. Because if the railway goes down, the river goes down, gas prices go up, we're looking at a long, hard winter. Prepare. All right. My first question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Biden's presidential vehicles burst into flames after he got done with his Thanksgiving holiday. Two rented vehicles burst into flames. And I saw the pictures of these vehicles. It was terrible. It looks like the engines blew up in them. So, the question is, who was behind this, and was this an attempted assassination? So that's what I'm going to ask first. Was President Biden's motorcade vehicles blowing up an attempted assassination? Yes, it was. Who did it? There's two. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Guys, yes, it was. Here's a yes. Here's a yes. Here's another yes. Okay? And guys, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this was an inside job. This was an inside job. Somebody is trying to take him out on the inside. And look who shows up. And you guys know this is my card for old Donnie boy, the moneyed king. Donnie shows up in this draw. Also, we have the Page of Wands. We're going to hear a lot about this. This is going to be big news. Big news. There's going to be some people under investigation who are going to be trying to fight off any questioning. But guys, this is serious. That was an attempt on our president's life. That was a full-on attempt on our president's life. And it was an inside job. It was done by people who work in the government. Okay, I have to say for entertainment purposes only now. Okay, my next question is from Stephanie K. What did Kellyanne Conway reveal to the January 6th committee? Universe, Creator, Spirits, Guides. Speak through me. What did Kellyanne Conway say to the January 6th committee? She was obstinate. She was hoity-toity. She said as little as possible. But this is the queen of lies. So everything she said, she tried to say it in a way, she talked in circles. She talked in circles. She would not just say yes or no for a lot of questions. She talked in circles. She gave up as little as possible because she's still looking to be employed by somebody. So loose lips sink ships. And she's part of that crew. And she is the originator of let's lie about everything. So, Stephanie, she talked in circles. She didn't really give up a whole lot of information. She wasted a whole lot of time, is what she did to the January 6th. She didn't reveal anything. She didn't reveal anything that wasn't already known. Nothing. And what she was asked about that she would have been privy to before she quit, she talked in circles about. Okay, my next question is from Mickey J. Will the squad, which includes Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, and two new squad members, Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush, will they ever come into power? Because they are considered the extreme progressives, okay? So, will the squad or the far left progressive party come into power in the Congress? Will they be appointed to powerful seats in the Congress? Will any of the members of the squad come into any positions of power in Congress? Yes, they will. Yes, 2 yeses back to back. There's gonna be some fights about it too, because all of these people are brown, people of color. Every one of them are people of color, not just black people. We got I don't know what if she calls herself Indian or what, but we have many nationalities, but they're all people of color that are in the squad, okay? But yes, they will come to power. They will come to power. Guys, they are going to be running some stuff. They are going to be taking over some committees. I mean, really taking over some things. We are going to be forced to see some stuff differently. Hopefully, and see some different faces and positions of power. They're going to make some changes. They are going to help bring some financial surety. I don't know, maybe help people who are in need. We got 2 money cards. So, yeah, guys, yes, Mickey, yes, the squad will come into some power. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. The squad will come into power in Congress. And it looks like they're gonna shake things up and change some stuff. My next question is from Jose Meme. And, that was the question that I just answered. Will progressives ever gain control of the Democratic Party, power and influence? Yes. Yes, with a resounding yes. Okay, and I was talking about, I'm going to go a little bit off because I was looking, today is Wednesday. The Georgia special election was yesterday. I could not find anything for yesterday on the runoff. So I have no idea of what has happened. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And I even typed in my browser, election results, Georgia. And everything that came up was from a day ago. No results, no nothing. No wall-to-wall coverage on this important race. Guys, pay attention to things like this. As much as we have been focusing on this race, for the day of the race, for it to totally just disappear. I know there was a volcano. I know there was an earthquake. Guys, but the volcano is going to be erupting for weeks. The earthquakes last for a couple of seconds and they're over. This race we have been following for 6 months. Yesterday was the culmination. And it's radio silent. Again, Beware of distractions. Pay attention. Pay attention to what they omit as well as what they scream about. So, like I said, I can't even say nothing because I know the race is over. I know I predicted that Walker was going to lose. Big L. But I can't confirm that. Again, whole internet. And it was radio silent. That was before I started recording. So I don't know what's happening now. It is 2:35 a.m. So I don't know if there's anything on there now. But I mean from 8 o'clock last night till 1 o'clock this morning, I couldn't find any results of the Georgia race. Okay? Pay attention to what they're omitting. And then look around for what they're trying to distract you with. And guys, we have a heck of a storms, tornado alley going on in the central United States, and it's pushing towards the East Coast. I warned you guys. And Washington, oh my gosh, I told everybody, if you are driving anywhere, please stop by an auto goods store and pick you up some chains or some rescue boards. And if it is snowing and icy, guys, if you don't have to drive, do not get on the road. It is treacherous and the weather is going to get worse, okay? This week is not a week for traveling, okay? If you are anywhere where there is inclement weather, and especially if you're in Texas, Oklahoma, just that Midwest, the mid-United States swatch. Oh my gosh, the tornadoes are not over. We have a whole nother round of weather today. Okay, be prepared. Please be prepared. Learn how to close in a room so that you can keep your family warm and dry. Find an area, central area, that everybody can be together to share heat if necessary. These are things we need to be making plans for and talking about so everybody knows what to do. Talk to your children if they get caught in a bad storm walking home from school so that they know what to do. Okay, these are conversations that we must have. Preparedness is paramount right now, guys. It is paramount. Okay. I think this is Jose's question as well. Will we, liberals, progressives, Democrats, will we stand up when it's time? Will we stand up, stand together, and fight against the GQP? When the time comes, will Democrats, progressives, and liberals stand together and fight against the GQP? Oh, God. Again, if we don't stand together and fight together, then we will lay down and die together. Guys, this is on us. This is on us. Before this is over with, we have got to find a way to stand together. We have got to find a way to stand together. So we as Americans, we as people, have literally got to pull our heads out of the sand. We have to stand up. We have to stand up. We have to stand up against tyranny. We have to stand up against lies. But first of all, we have to fix the things in ourselves so that we can fix the things in our world. Because until we fix us, we can't fix nothing else. Until we fix the ones who are responsible for all this, the ones who allow all of this to go, until we open our eyes and acknowledge that this is actually happening. You got to name the monster. And then we can fight it. My next question is from vcoolwater. Lucerne County, Pennsylvania is refusing to certify their votes. What will happen? Lucerne County, Pennsylvania, Arizona, some other places are refusing to certify their votes. What will happen? Oh, I didn't. This is the exact same cards that were just on the table. Hold on. Let me give a good, proper shuffle here. What will happen to the Lucerne County electors? Here we go. Here we go. First card, Two of Wands inverted. Guys, I have to read my inverteds from my little book now. Ten of Wands inverted. Contraries, difficulties, intrigues. Apologies? Oh my goodness, okay. And then the next card is the Ten of Pentacles. It's over, guys. So the first card is they are going to be made to have to retract what they're doing. There's a couple of people who are doing this. They are going to face some legal issues behind this. As much as they try to delay, and that's what this is. Delay. They're hoping that they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This is a delay tactic. These people will be sued by the local government and then turned over for prosecution to the federal government because what they're doing is a felony. It is against the law. And I do believe it's probably written in their bylaws of their constitution. So they are breaking the law and they are going against their own constitutions. Guys, they are trying to force this. They're figuring if they have enough people to push the bad things that they can get it done. Just like they tried to do when they did this with 45. It is not going to work. They will force them. They're going to force them to do their jobs, and then they are going to be held accountable for trying to subvert. Because this is another thing. This is just like sedition. Refusing to certify lawful votes is a form of sedition. Okay? These people are going to be in trouble for it. They don't even know what they're doing. They're thinking that they have some kind of power that they don't have. These are elected officials, not kings. They have a job to do. They have bylaws. They will be brought to court. They will lose. They will have to apologize, and then they'll have to take their licks. So, vcoolwater, it's a waiting game. Don't fall victim. They can't make something happen just because they want to. Not this time, at least. It's not going to work for them this time. But this is why we have to come together. Because every year, every day, they're weakening our system. Every day, they are making it harder for us to get back to any semblance of a decent society. All right? My last question is from Must Be Heard. And this is about Jack Smith, the special prosecutor. Will Jack Smith get the job done? And did Merrick Garland give it to Jack Smith because Merrick couldn't find it in himself to do the hard stuff? Okay, will Jack Smith, the special prosecutor, bring old Donnie to justice? Bring the GQP to justice. But let's start with Donnie, who he's charged with taking on. Will Jack Smith, such an unassuming name. Oh, look at this. He is the government. He's a coming. That jumped out and flipped over. Will Jack Smith get the job done and bring 45 to justice. You got 4 cards and ain't got it, yes. Doggone it. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna tell you what I got here. I'm gonna show you every single card. The card that jumped up and flipped around, the Hierophant. Oh, he's gonna make Donnie squirm a little bit. But look here. Donnie gonna wiggle out of this again until somebody slaps him in handcuffs. This man is some kind of slippery snake that just can wiggle out of all of this. Time and time and time again. I got some inverted I have to look on. Because in the near future I have the 5 of Cups inverted. And the 5 of Cups inverted is news, alliances, affinity, ancestry, and return. Ah, that's a yes. Okay, hold on. I got the 8 of Cups in reverse as well. This is great joy, happiness, and feasting. Hold up. So I'm looking at these and I saw no's, but inverted, these are yeses. But I got the Donnie is going to try to slip out of this. He's going to try to run away. He is going to try to run away. Okay, I'm going to change that. I have to. Because the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups inverted are 2 cards that says Jack Smith is going to be successful in what he is doing. So I'm going to change that and say yes. But still, somebody going to have to prove it to me, because I ain't going to believe it until I see that boy in handcuffs or walking out of a police station after being arraigned, at least arraigned. And I mean, we have to drop the bars that freaking low. Come on, United States. Can't we just do our job? Can't we just arrest a flipping criminal? I mean, that's all most of us are asking to do. Just arrest a criminal. That's all we want. Arrest him for what we know he's done. He still has classified documents in his house. That right there is enough to put him under the jail. That's enough to actually send him to in the old days, they had ways of handling traitors. And it did not involve a lengthy court process. It involved a short rope. Okay? Understand that our Justice Department is not doing its job. How much more evidence of crimes do there has to be? Do we have to have evidence of him cutting a baby open? What is it going to take? And guys, I have to be like this because it is 2022. It's about to be 2023. This man got out of office in 2020. His last year in office was in 2020. 2 years ago. He's committed crimes around the planet. And he's still walking free. Had that been you or I, we'd already be 3 years into a prison sentence. Eyes wide open, guys. Again, it is going to take us. It is going to take us to write this. No politician is going to fix this. This falls back to us. What we are going to allow to happen in our name. How we are going to allow ourselves to be treated. What we are going to expect of those people that we give power to that are supposed to make our lives better. Remember those questions. Think about them. And guys, this is the time, please, write down what is going on in your life so that you can have your own history as these times unfold. So that when they change history, you will at least have an accurate account of what happened before the lights went out. They're trying to change it, guys. And the longer we stay idle and silent, the more chances they have of making people forget that all of this even happened. They're already trying to erase January 6th, trying to say that it was nothing more than a picnic. Nobody did anything bad. Hell, they were holding hands, singing Kumbaya. Nobody died. It's worse than Dunning-Kruger. We are in a serious battle. I mean, you can call it anything you want to, but it's not just for our lives on this planet. This is for everything that we know, that we believe, that we've experienced. And this isn't the first time that our history, our memories, our very experiences haven't been forcibly changed and a new concept introduced. All right, guys, I got to get this processed. So hopefully I'll see you at 4 o'clock. It's almost 3. So if it's not 4 o'clock, I'll see you when it gets processed. I love you. I love you. I need questions for Friday's show. Lots going on. Drop them in the box below this video. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't worry about things that are outside of our control. There's no need to panic. Take care of the things that you have control over. Prepare for the things that you know are inevitable. And stay prepared. Again, guys, keep your cars topped off. Make sure that you have all those extra things in your vehicle. Water, some food, a change of clothes, dry shoes, a blanket or a quilt. All right? Be prepared for anything right now. Just stay ready. Don't be scared. Don't be scared at all. Fear will kill you. Just be ready, because then you won't be scared, because you'll know if you've done that much preparation, you're going to survive a lot longer than everybody else. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Y'all have a fantastic Wednesday. Namaste.